Trouton's ratio of liquids is calculated using Kistyakowsky equation. A polar. B nonpolar. C both A B. D neither A nor B. The correct answer is nonpolar. Activity coefficient is a measure of the A. Departure from ideal solution behavior. B. Departure of gas phase from ideal gas law. C. Vapor pressure of liquid. D. None of these. The correct answer is departure from ideal solution behavior. While dissolving a gas into a liquid at a constant temperature, the ratio of the concentration of the gas in the solution phase and in the gaseous phase is A. Infinity. B. Unity. C. Constant. D. Negative. The correct answer is constant. Which of the following units is not present in both the vapor compression refrigeration system and absorption refrigeration system? A. Expansion valve. B. Condenser. C. Refrigerator. D. Compressor. The correct answer is compressor. For an isothermal reversible compression of an ideal gas, A. Only E0. B. Only H0. C. EH0. D. DQD. The correct answer is EH0. Melting of ice exemplifies an A. Adiabatic process. B. Endothermic reaction. C. Exothermic reaction. D. Process involving a chemical reaction. The correct answer is endothermic reaction. A refrigeration cycle is the same as a cycle. A. Turbine. B. Heat engine. C. Reversed heat engine. D. None of these. The correct answer is reversed heat engine. At point all the three phases, i.e. solid, liquid and gas, coexist. A. Aoustic. B. Triple. C. Plate. D. Critical. The correct answer is triple. Kopps rule is used to calculate the heat capacity of A. Solids. B. Liquids. C. Gases. D. All ABC. The correct answer is solids. Explains the equilibrium constant for any chemical reaction. A. Henry's law. B. Law of mass action. C. Hess law. D. None of these. The correct answer is law of mass action. Which of the following is not a reversible process? A. Expansion of an ideal gas against constant pressure. B. Atmospheric pressure vaporization of water at 100 C. C. Solution of NaCl in water at 50 C. D. None of these. The correct answer is solution of NaCl in water at 50 C. Pick out the wrong statement. A closed system does not permit exchange of mass with its surroundings but may permit exchange of energy. B. An open system permits exchange of both mass and energy with its surroundings. C. The term microstate is used to characterize an individual, whereas macrostate is used to designate a group of microstates with common characteristics. D. None of the above. The correct answer is none of the above. Which of the following exemplifies an adiabatic process? A. Melting of ice. B. Condensation of alcohol vapor. C. Sudden bursting of a cycle tube. D. Evaporation of water. The correct answer is sudden bursting of a cycle tube. Entropy, which is a measure of the disorder of a system, is A. Independent of pressure. B. Independent of temperature. C. Zero at absolute zero temperature for a perfect crystalline substance. D. All ABC. The correct answer is zero at absolute zero temperature for a perfect crystalline substance. Critical temperature is defined as the temperature above which a gas will A. Not liquefy, barring exceptions. B. Immediately liquefy. C. Never liquefy however high the pressure may be. D. None of these. The correct answer is never liquefy however high the pressure may be. The standard Gibbs free energy change of a reaction depends on the equilibrium: A. Pressure, B. Temperature, C. Composition, D. All A, B, and C. The correct answer is temperature. Gibbs-Duhem equation relates composition in liquid phase and the at constant temperature pressure: A. Fugacity, B. Partial pressure, C. Activity coefficient, D. A, B, and C. The correct answer is A, B, and C. In an ideal solution, the activity of a component equals its A. mole fraction, B. fugacity at the same temperature and pressure, C. partial pressure, D. none of these. The correct answer is mole fraction. A gas has a volume of 27.3 cc at 0 C. Its volume at 10 C if pressure remains unchanged will be cc: A. 2.73, B. 28.3, C. 273, D. 283. The correct answer is 28.3. Clayperon equation deals with the A. rate of change of vapor pressure with temperature, B. effect of an inert gas on vapor pressure, C. calculation of F for spontaneous phase change, D. temperature dependence of heat of phase transition. The correct answer is rate of change of vapor pressure with temperature. Which of the following is an undesirable characteristics of a refrigerant? A. It should be non-explosive, B. It should have a sub-atmospheric vapor pressure at the temperature in refrigerator coils, C. Its vapor pressure at the condenser temperature should be very high, D. none of these. The correct answer is it should have a sub-atmospheric vapor pressure at the temperature in refrigerator coils. The rate at which a substance reacts is proportional to its active mass, and the rate of a chemical reaction is proportional to the product of active masses of the reacting substances. This is the A. Lewis-Randall rule, B. statement of Van Hoff equation, C. Le Chatelier's principle, D. none of these. The correct answer is none of these. What is the ratio of adiabatic compressibility to isothermal compressibility? A1, B1, C1, D1. The correct answer is 1. The absolute entropy for all crystalline substances at absolute zero temperature is A0, B negative, C more than 0, D indeterminate. The correct answer is 0. Pick out the wrong statement. A. Phase rule variables are intensive properties. B. Heat and work are both state function. C. The work done by expansion of a gas in vacuum is 0. D. Cp and Cv are state function. The correct answer is heat and work are both state function. Compressibility factor of a gas is A. Not a function of its pressure, B. Not a function of its nature, C. Not a function of its temperature, D. Unity if it follows PV/nRT. The correct answer is unity if it follows PV/nRT. Which of the following is not an extensive property? A. Free energy, B. Entropy, C. Refractive index, D. none of these. The correct answer is refractive index. Forward reaction will be favored for the exothermic reaction represented by COH2 or CO2H2 by A. Low temperature and high pressure, B. Low temperature and low pressure, C. High temperature and high pressure, D. High temperature and low pressure. The correct answer is low temperature and high pressure. Enthalpy of a gas depends upon its A. temperature, B. mass, C. volume, D. pressure. The correct answer is temperature. When dilute aqueous solutions of two salts are mixed, the process is associated with A. Decrease in temperature. B. Increase in temperature. C. No change in temperature. D. Change in temperature, which is a function of composition. The correct answer is increase in temperature. Pick out the correct statement. A. Like internal energy and enthalpy, the absolute value of standard entropy for elementary substances is 0. B. Melting of ice involves increase in enthalpy and a decrease in randomness. C. The internal energy of an ideal gas depends only on its pressure. D. Maximum work is done under reversible conditions. The correct answer is maximum work is done under reversible conditions. Chemical engineering thermodynamics is concerned with the in of chemical processes. A. Reaction mechanism. B. Calculation of rates. C. Energy transformation from one form to the another. D. None of these. The correct answer is energy transformation from one form to the another. An isolated system can exchange with its surroundings. A. Matter. B. Energy. C. Neither matter nor energy. D. Both matter and energy. The correct answer is neither matter nor energy. Requisites of a reversible process is that the A. System and surroundings pressure be equal. B. Friction in the system should be absent. C. System and surroundings temperature be equal. D. None of these. The correct answer is friction in the system should be absent. Fugacity is most helpful in A. Representing actual behavior of real gases. B. Representing actual behavior of ideal gases. C. The study of chemical equilibria involving gases at atmospheric pressure. D. None of these. The correct answer is representing actual behavior of real gases. The energy of activation of exothermic reaction is A. 0. B. Negative. C. Very large compared to that for endothermic reaction. D. Not possible to predict. The correct answer is not possible to predict. Pick out the wrong statement. A. The chemical potential of a pure substance depends upon the temperature and pressure. B. The chemical potential of a component in a system is directly proportional to the escaping tendency of that component. C. The chemical potential of its species I in an ideal gas mixture approaches 0 as the pressure or mole fraction Xi tends to be 0 at constant temperature. D. The chemical potential of species I in the mixture I is mathematically represented as where N, Ni and Nj respectively denote the total number of moles of its species and all mole numbers except its species. G is Gibbs molar free energy. The correct answer is the chemical potential of its species I in an ideal gas mixture approaches 0 as the pressure or mole fraction Xi tends to be 0 at constant temperature. In the reaction N2O2 to no increasing the pressure will result in A. Shifting the equilibrium towards right. B. Shifting the equilibrium towards left. C. No change in equilibrium condition. D. None of these. The correct answer is no change in equilibrium condition. A cyclic engine exchanges heat with two reservoirs maintained at 100 and 300 C respectively. The maximum work in J that can be obtained from 1000 J of heat extracted from the hot reservoir is A. 349. B. 651. C. 667. D. 1000. The correct answer is 349. Pick out the wrong statement. A. Troutons ratio of nonpolar liquids is calculated using Kistyakowsky equation. B. Thermal efficiency of a Carnot engine is always less than 1. C. An equation relating pressure, volume, and temperature of a gas is called ideal gas equation. D. None of these. The correct answer is An equation relating pressure, volume, and temperature of a gas is called ideal gas equation. When a gas is subjected to adiabatic expansion, it gets cooled due to a. decrease in velocity, b. decrease in temperature, c. decrease in kinetic energy, d. energy spent in doing work. The correct answer is energy spent in doing work. Joule-Thomson effect, i.e. a throttling process is a constant process. A. entropy, b. temperature, c. internal energy, d. enthalpy. The correct answer is enthalpy. In the equation PV n constant, if the value of n 0, then it represents a reversible process. A. isobaric, b. isothermal, c. isentropic, d. isometric. The correct answer is isobaric. Work done in an adiabatic process between two states depends on the a. rate of heat transmission, b. initial state only, c. end states only, d. none of these. The correct answer is end states only. The number of degree of freedom for an azeotropic mixture of ethanol and water in vapour-liquid equilibrium is a. 3, b. 1, c. 2, d. 0. The correct answer is 1. The internal energy of an ideal gas is a function of its only a. molecular size, b. volume, c. pressure, d. temperature. The correct answer is temperature. At constant temperature and pressure for 1 mole of a pure substance, the ratio of the free energy to the chemical potential is a. 0, b. 1, c. infinity, d. negative. The correct answer is 1. The change in is equal to the reversible work for compression in steady-state flow process under isothermal condition. A. internal energy, b. enthalpy, c. Gibbs free energy, d. Helmholtz free energy. The correct answer is Gibbs free energy.